Well, the Calgary Flames wrapping up a 6-game homestand here tonight against the visiting St. Louis Blues. It's a rubber match between these two teams, and it goes to the visitors. 6-4 is your final as we welcome you to Game Over, brought to you by McDonald's. Brendan Parker, Ryan Dittrick alongside, and this is a game that obviously had some ebbs and flows to it. Calgary Flames had some opportunities. They had a lead at one point in the first period, but in the end, it's the visitors that find a way to get the job done. Opportunistic, maybe the word here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, you outshoot the Blues 43-25, so on paper, not a whole lot to complain about when you look at the grand scheme of things, but the players kind of referred to it a little bit there. You know, some missed assignments, a little bit of coverage mistakes, especially in that third period when things started to open up a little bit. Ultimately, it proved to be the difference in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we kind of take a look at what happened in the first period, we had 4 goals there, but end up even. This is the one lead they did have. Johnny Gaudreau on the partial break, a shot that he's used many times this season and to some great success. 32 on the year for him, but the power play marker at the end of the first period is how we find ourselves at 2-2. Ryan O'Reilly gets that one. And then, you know, as the game rolled along, the shots heavily in favor of the home team. You know, I think it was just 10 allowed, and yet there they were with a 3-2 lead after 40.
Yeah, and it ended up being actually St. Louis's best period in the third, and it looked for quite a while that the Flames were going to ride this one home, but that's a team that's very patient. You know, we talked about it a little bit throughout the night. They're not going to pepper you with, you know, volume. That's not their type of game, but they're very patient, very disciplined. They'll work the puck on the cycle, and as we see in this situation precisely, when they wait for their opportunities and they're able to find some open ice, they can make you pay.
That doesn't stand as the game winner in the end, but it was the go-ahead goal and ends up being a difference maker. A pair of empty netters as well mixed in there. Dylan Dubé scores late, but 6-4 is the final. And maybe just before we wrap here, you know, a thought on the line that was very effective here throughout the course of the night and end up making and accounting for a couple of goals right off the bat. Brett Ritchie right in the conversation, but Brett Ritchie, Ryan Carpenter, and Milan Lucic tonight. Yeah,
Lucic especially. And for my money, the best player on the ice. And it was really good to see because this was a guy who was dressed very well, but also very outspoken following Thursday's loss, just pinpointing some of the maybe lacking intensity, a little bit of emotion needed. Had a great practice yesterday at Winsport, and he was able to carry it right over into tonight. He was the Flames' leader in shots, shot attempts, scoring chances, go down the list, high danger looks. He was all over the ice, and that's the Luch that the Flames need here down the stretch.
And obviously some good looks here as this period went along, and you know, they end up helping and pushing for that equalizing goal that goes to Noah Hannafin, but the pressure was all from that forward line, and a lot of ozone time throughout the course of this night, and obviously wishing the best as well for Ritchie, who leaves this game on the goal from Noah Hannafin, and updated by associate coach Kirk Muller. He is out with a lower body injury. Obviously, we'll await word on an update from him as well. And Calle Yarncroke also missed this hockey game tonight with a non-COVID related illness. So obviously, we'll see what the situation is as the team heads for the road. Now 4 consecutive upcoming, starting with a date against the Los Angeles Kings on Monday, separated by just 3 points atop the Pacific Division.